With its rugged landscapes and breathtaking beauty, Canada is truly a sight to behold. Join me on this episode as I thrive and fail for 2 days and 2 nights in the Canadian wilderness. Thank you for joining me, and welcome to the Green Getaway. So I came in late last night, found a decent spot to camp out, and this morning I came out to these train tracks. You'd probably recognize them from the first video. I'm going to be hiking about 12 kilometers up these tracks to a spot that I've scoped out on Google Maps, and should be interesting, but overall I'm pretty excited. So let's get going. Bye, Willie. Please be here when I'm back. There's a lot of you getting stolen in Ontario right now. So let's talk about Crown land for a minute. If you're interested in doing stuff like this yourself, there's 2 things I'd recommend. One of them is to really get to know the Ontario Crown Land Atlas. Basically what you'll do is go on, I think it's Service Ontario, or you can just Google Ontario Crown Land Atlas, and then the map will open. What you'll do is you'll zoom in on a certain area that you're interested in. I think it's orange is the color that you're looking for. And then what you'll see is that certain plots of land have a code. Let's say G2045 or something like that. And what you'll do is you go the top left to policy reports, open it up, enter that land code, and then what you can do is scroll down and you'll see download policy report or land use report, something like that. And then once it's downloaded, you'll see all of the different types of things that you can do on that land. And the one that you're looking for is Crown Land Recreation, I think, or recreational use. And if there's a yes beside it, then you're usually good to go and you're usually good to camp. Keep in mind, there's no services out here. You're gonna have to carry everything in yourself, food, water. But yeah, hopefully that helps out. I think this is my spot. Yeah, this is my spot. Let's get some water boiling, and then I'll get the drone up and I'll show you where I am. These are dead branches, by the way. From what I've heard, it's actually better to get rid of these dead branches. Less risk for forest fires and stuff like that. Oh man, that is so good. It's still really hot, but it's good. Oh yeah, this is where it's at. Woo! It's pretty crazy having a whole lake to yourself. Okay, let's set up camp. So what did I bring with me on this trip? So I got sleeping bag, sleeping pad, tent, tent liner, pillow, waterproof pants, paracord, a saw, and an axe. And then for fishing, I brought a lure, some hooks for worm bait, and then I have some fishing line. And inside of here, I have some other hooks and a couple of leaders because we have pike here, and without leaders, the pike will just destroy the fishing line. And that's pretty much it, other than clothes and camera equipment. Okay, so let's take a look at how we're gonna do this. Found a piece of a branch, cut it off. You wanna look for something pretty smooth, like this. I could probably just use this just as it is, but I'm still gonna make it smoother. Just wanna get like the bark off, anything that fishing line could get caught on. Also, whatever sort of tree that I picked is pretty sappy, so I want to try to get all that sap off of there because fishing line might get stuck on it. And then what you want to do is make sure the outer part is a little bit smaller than the inner part. So I'm going to do that. I think you only really need to do this on one side. That looks pretty good to me. So basically you're gonna spool on your fishing line in the center of this, and then when you cast, you're just gonna pull off enough just to be able to spin it and throw it. And then when you cast, it's gonna easily fall off the end. Once you have it tied in a knot, you just spool it on. It's up to you how much you put on. I'm gonna give myself about 20-30 meters. I'm gonna be using a worm bait. So I have these smallest ones that I could find, but these are worm hooks. the way it's going to turn out is like that, except inside of the worm. Take your worm, take your hook, and you set the hook into the tip of the worm, down as far as the hook can go, and then you pull it out of the top there, bring the worm all the way up and around. And if you want, what you can do is you can keep pinching the worm here. That'll stop you from damaging it. Once you get to this point, you want to do a twist and a turn, and now the worm is in place at the top. And then what you want to do is hold your worm like this, get a good mark right here of where the hook is going to go into the worm. You're going to want to pinch there and then go in through the side between where you're pinching, go through, up, and in like that. And that is a perfect bait. So let's see how this goes. I've been seeing fish jump all day. It's a little past noon, but I'm kind of heading to a spot that is really covered from the sun. So I'm wondering if I cast into this, if I'll catch anything. Check it out, it's a turtle. Oh, he just ran away. Oh man, please go for it. Please go for it. There's some lily pads over here I'm going to try over there. I have a really good feeling about this. I just got a really good bite. So no luck with the fishing yet, which is okay, I think. I am getting pretty hungry, but whatever. I signed up for this. I'll have to try again in another couple hours, I think. The sun is still pretty high in the sky, so I'm guessing that once it starts to go down below the horizon, more fish will be out. It'll be easier to catch them. But we'll see. For now, I think I'm just gonna relax, boil some more water, and we'll try again soon. Oh, he got away. I had him though. Yes, got one. It's a tiny little guy. Freaking got a tiny little fish. I'm gonna have to keep him. shit, I got another one. Holy shit, he's a bigger one, he's bigger. Oh, two in a row. Check it out. So 2 little guys. At least I'm eating something. So these guys are quite small, so I think my best bet is to just make a soup out of them. So that's what I'm gonna do. Honestly, not bad. Actually, you know what this kind of reminds me of? Lake water and fish. It's getting a little too dark to film myself, but I'm literally just sitting here watching the fire burn out and watching the stars. It's crazy out here. You can see every single one. I think I'm gonna hang out, do this for a little bit longer, and then head off to bed. So, night, guys. That morning, man, that was epic. It's still epic. Like, look at this. Water's just like glass. So I think after I boil this water, I'm gonna go on the hunt for berries. I'm gonna see if I can find some wintergreen, hopefully blueberries, maybe raspberries, I don't know. And then afterwards, I think we'll fish a little bit more, hopefully get a bigger fish so I can get some fillets off of it. And yeah, overall though, still having a really great time out here. Pretty crazy, eh? Little did I know just how ignorant and unprepared I would feel today. After looking for more than an hour, I found absolutely no berries. I did, however, find a lot of a very familiar plant that grows up here. This stuff right here. It's called reindeer moss, and you just have to boil it twice. This is more of like a filler. You don't really get much out of it. But worst case, I guess I could eat some of this stuff. My taste buds weren't up to the reindeer moss yet, so I decided to head back to camp and work on a little project that I'd been putting off. You see, earlier this year I went on Les Tours de Mont Blanc, a 170-kilometer hike through the French, Italian, and Swiss Alps. I'm not a very sentimental person for the most part, but I have my moments. And this patch, this is one of those moments. It's not just a memory of the trip itself. It's a memory of all the hard work and perseverance that has given me the opportunity to experience these types of things. All of the early mornings and late nights working or honing in my skills, all of the different career paths I've taken, and all of the times I've hit rock bottom have led me to this moment. And in this moment, I feel more in control of my life and my future than I have ever felt. I have goals and dreams that have lit a fire under my feet, and this patch is a testament and a reminder that you will achieve exactly what you set your mind to, just as long as you continue to put one foot in front of the other and believe in yourself and what you're doing. Well, today was a learning experience. I think one of the biggest things I learned is that I need to learn more. I know myself well enough to say that I'm stubborn and I'm persistent. My first day was alright, but seeing my second day as a failure already pushes me. It pushes me to want to know this environment better, to want to know what I can and can't eat other than just, fish and a couple of different berries. There's so much you can eat. I just don't know what it is, and I don't feel like getting sick, so I'm not going to try. I'd like to do a 2-day, 2-night again after I've learned a bunch, and then I'd like to work my way up to like 3 days, 2 nights, and then 3 days, 3 nights, and then maybe 4 days, 4 nights, 5 days, 5 nights, something like that. Maybe work my way up to like a week. It would be cool to try to get to like a week where I can come out here with next to nothing, just sleeping stuff, and maybe some hooks and be able to sustain myself for that time. That would be pretty cool. Another thing I learned is that I think I need to look into camping where the resources are instead of finding a good camping spot and then just worrying about resources after. Find where the berries are, find where the fish are, and then find camping around that area instead. I think that'd be better. I learned that regardless of the amount of hunger that I feel, I still maintain pretty high spirits when I'm out here. It's like I don't really get too down about it. I think I just really like being in nature. I really like having a fire going and having to work for the little things like water. That's actually kind of fun to me. Makes me appreciate what I have more too whenever I leave. A shower will feel good. A burger is gonna taste good. But oh well, I'll just have to wait and I'll do that tomorrow. I think I'm gonna let this fire burn out and I'm gonna go to bed. Tomorrow morning we'll get some good footage of the sunrise again and then we'll hike out. Another perfect night. No rain, no wind, no bugs. It's unreal. Something to be thankful. Something to be thankful for. It's so peaceful and calm. Well, I think that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Pretty successful day 1, not so successful day 2. I guess we'll just have to learn and revisit this at a later date. I don't think a lot of people realize what they have in this province. It's pretty spectacular. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you either learned something or you just enjoyed spending some time watching me starve. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode.